Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Noor. I will introduce to you about the background of latest Pasir Gudang pollution caused by Sungai Kim Kim toxic waste. So, the incident started on 7 March 2019 after several students and canteen workers from two schools near the river began to fall ill and complaining of breathing difficulties. Both schools were ordered to shut down and all the victims were sent to Sultan Ismail Hospital while investigations were being carried out by state health authorities over the cause. 21 people were warded at the hospital with some being admitted into the emergency unit and intensive care unit ICU. Some of the students brought to the hospital were already fainted and with symptoms such as vomiting. Those who were not seriously affected were given outpatient treatment and allowed to return to home. During recovery, some of the seriously affected victims shared their experience of suddenly being ill after inhaling unpleasant odor in their school compound. The number of victims hospitalized over the toxic fume rose to 76 on the following day, and on 9 March 2019, 5 police reports have been made on the issue with police began investigating the case. Next, I will pass to Mama Arfan to tell you about how this happened.
Thank you, Muhammad Faiz. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arfan Hafiz bin Shahuri. In this video, I would like to present about the causes of toxic pollution in Kim Kim River. Pasir Gudang has thrust into the spotlight after being reported with 2 incidents of toxic chemical pollution in a row. The first incident was reported in March 2019. According to the National Police Chief, the incident of Kim Kim River pollution in March was due to the illegal dumping of scheduled waste in the river. A tanker lorry from outside Pasir Gudang dumped 2.43 tons of chemical waste that released benzene, acrolein, hydrogen chloride, methane, and other dangerous chemical waste. The illegal dumping of toxic waste into the Kim Kim River occurred near Kota Masai on the night of 6 March 2019. This diagram shows the location of dumping site of the chemical waste in Kim Kim River. Next, the second incident was reported in June 2019 in Pasir Gudang Industrial Area. According to Malaysia's Housing and Local Government Ministry, this incident was due to the high concentration of methyl mercaptan in the industrial area. The airborne pollution were caused by the leftover chemical waste which had previously polluted Kim Kim River that was supposed to have been cleaned up in the first incident.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Faris bin Muhammad Nazri, and I will explain about what's the effect of toxic pollution at Kim Kim River, Pasir Gudang, Johor. Firstly, what is the effect of toxic pollution for human? Since the pollution happened, many students and workers from 2 schools near the Kim Kim River get affected. Many students fall ill and having breathing difficulties because of the toxic fumes. This is because the toxic fumes is freely released after combined with strong wind and make people sick. This is because of the authorities not dispose the chemical correctly. After a long moment, many students in Pasir Gudang get nausea, dizziness and vomiting after inhale toxic fumes, and also some of students brought to hospital after faint with many symptoms. 21 students from school is warded and was transferred to emergency or ICU because of the toxicity from the Kim Kim River. More, air poisoning also affected 106 to 207 victims and become more worse and affect more people. Next, the toxicity particle of air poisoning also cause irritation of eyes, nose, and throat, and also cause suffocate and systemic effect and more serious including respiratory condition. For example, air pollution can also cause long-term damage to people's nerve, brains, kidney, liver, and other organs, like asthma attack and bronchitis that exacerbate heart disease and due to heart attack, also heart failure and lastly die. The situation become more worse and the total almost 1.3 km are polluted section in river. Besides that, the toxicity also affect the community of animal in the river. For example, freshwater fish and other animal in river is die and affect the food chain of animal. A resident said that the river is turning into black and many animals die because of the high toxicity. For example, is a toxic chemical pollution from a factory at Kim Kim River in Pasir Gudang, Industrial Area Johor, Malaysia in 2019. For data, in total, toxic fumes is affect almost 6,000 people and hospitalized 2,775 and most of the patient is student. Also, 111 of school were ordered to close to keep saving the people health. This is because of the waste were dumped from the tanker into the Kim Kim River easily. And this is the data of the effect from the toxicity problem. Next, what is the material of the toxicity? The categories of the toxicity is contain methane and benzene. The toxic gas also emitted and include acrolein, acrylonitrile, ethylbenzene, hydrogen chloride, toluene, and also the others. The Malaysian Fire and Rescue Director Muhammad Hamdan Wahid taking responsible to taking the action on the problem. And lastly, the toxicity problem almost affects Singapore because the Singapore is near from the Johor, but the situation still will control and save the people of Singapore. And lastly, this photo show us that the workers is checking the quality of water at Kim Kim River after the toxic chemical pollution happened.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Daniel Afizi bin Muhammad Zukri, and I will be talking about the mitigation or the actions that were taken to reduce the impact of the pollution. When the Kim Kim River was polluted, the residents living in Pasir Gudang had suffered serious health problems. Due to the uprising cases, the government decided to take drastic measures by securing the area through a declaration of an emergency. This way, the residents living nearby the area need to be cautious and keep them away from the affected site. School in the area was forced to shut down to prevent students inhaling the harmful fumes. The river was not cleaned immediately because it might cause a chemical reaction and releasing more toxic into the air. Therefore, it was decided to take a sample and identify the chemical that was contaminating the river. During the research, military forces was tasked to control the area to keep other residents from being affected. Furthermore, the Health Ministry provided the affected families medical assistance and examination. For those who were in severe conditions, was taken to the ward for intensive care. After the chemical was identified, the experts can start cleansing the river from the toxins safely and effectively. All in all, the government spent around 8 billion ringgit for research and compensation for the family, and it was the right move to make. Now, I will hand over the microphone to Muhammad Akif to conclude this case study.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Akif Ali bin Jalani, and I would like to make the conclusion about this case study. In conclusion, there are lots of lessons we should learn from this issue. We should take the necessary actions to overcome it, as we desperately need further serious action to protect our environment in order to have a better quality of life, not only for humans, but for other living creatures as well. The responsible parties, such as government, individuals, and community, should play their roles in taking care of the environment. There will be more cases like Kim Kim River if we fail to protect our environment. Thank you. This is all our reference for this case study. That's all from us. Thank you.